No, mommy, don't do it again. Don't do it again. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy. I promise. No, mommy, don't hit me. Ow! I never hit me like that, mommy.
Hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I have just rewatched Jeepers Creepers 2. This is a 2003 film that was written and directed by Victor Salva. And the plot is, well, I'm not exactly sure how long after the first movie this takes place in. It could be just within a couple days or longer. But you see this farmer, his father, Jack Taggart, played by Ray Wise, who his youngest son gets taken by the creeper. So the rest of the movie, you see him become obsessed and just want to go out there, seek out and hunt down and stop once and for all this creature of a creeper. But not just that, you also see this random high school basketball team school bus get stranded out in the middle of the road. And the creeper is also picking them off one by one. Now, what I think of Jeepers Creepers 2 is... Look, I remember the very first time when I saw this movie, I hated it. I did. I thought it was a piece of shit movie. Rewatching it now, I guess it's not as bad as I remember it, but I still don't love this movie. I still have some major issues with it. Let's talk about the Jack Taggart character played by Ray Wise. I actually like this guy. I do. I like the fact that he's just a father. He's a regular guy, a farmer, just a guy that is just minding his own business, right? And then when his youngest son gets taken by, at first, what looks to be a scarecrow, that scene is actually a little creepy, even though it's out in daylight. So it probably shouldn't be as creepy. It would have been creepier if it was at night. You see the creeper pretend to be a scarecrow, and then it just leaps off and grabs the kid, and they're chasing after him, and then he just finally flies off with his wings, and it's like, well, fuck. His son's gone. And you see what that does to him. He emotionally shuts down, and at first he's in shock, and then he eventually starts to see some of the weapons that this creeper has and decides to reinforce it and create his own weapons. The high school basketball kids, most of them are forgettable, your typical jock type characters. None of them really stand out besides this one guy, Scott, or Scotty. He's this guy who's complaining about not getting enough time on the team in the game because, well, he's not black. So he thinks that he's being singled out for not being a black kid who's not getting put in the games. And first you hear him complaining about that and you go, all right, fuck you. Just first things first, fuck you. And then there's a point where you think, okay, when the coach gets taken by the creeper, when the bus driver gets taken by the creeper, and when one of their teachers get taken, it's like, okay, they're left without any guardians, without any older person to lead them. So you think maybe he's gonna smarten up, mature up, put all of that dumb shit that he has on his head aside, and man up, be a leader, help everyone, try to save everyone, and grow as a character. No, absolutely not. He does not grow as a character. In fact, he regresses as a character. You see him get even more racist as the movie goes on, and you just even like, fuck this guy. Why couldn't we have done some character growth with him? Why couldn't we have had him maybe work together with one of the black characters and have something interesting go on there? But no. Sure, you could argue that, well, if I was in their situation, I'd be scared as fuck. And sure, maybe there's some of that, but the movie spent so much time trying to show how creepy this creeper is, which I know it's in his name, so it makes sense. But he's so creepy in this movie to the point where it's comical. It's goofy. It is. The first movie, it was like a slow build. And we slowly found out just how disgusting and creepy this thing was. Now, the fact that we as audiences know it's not human, it just makes it a point to not only show him a lot more, scenes of him in the daylight, which make him look scary, or just a bunch of scenes of him sniffing up against the school bus windows and doors and just being goofy, winking at the kids. And again, I get it's supposed to be creepy, but when you look up and find out about this Victor Salva guy and how fucking grotesque and disgusting his creepy ass is in real life, if you ever look up some of the disgusting things that he's done in his life with young boys, it's just gross. And it's a disservice to the creeper because he was a lot more interesting when he was a mystery, more of a mystery in the first movie. You get some backstory over how the lore of this creeper works. The fact that he comes out every 23 years and he gets to eat for 23 days and then he goes back into hibernation. Now, how do we find this out? We get this one character. She's a cheerleader, a part of the team. She's played by Nikki Acox, who might look familiar if you've ever seen Joyride 2 or if you've seen Supernatural, the first earlier seasons where she played Meg the demon. She's a good actress. She's doing everything that she can here with this character. She is, but the character is written so poorly. How she just has these random dreams, these random visions, hallucinations of, she sees Justin Long from the first movie, who we all know is long dead and gone. And she's getting these visions where she's being warned. She's getting warned by these dead people that the creeper is coming or that he's about to do something. And it's just like, where the fuck are these psychic visions coming from? Why is she getting these visions? Why? Is it because when the creeper is around people, one person of the group will get these visions about him? Is it some weird lore thing? Or is she somehow related to the psychic of the first movie? There's no explanation. It's completely random. It's not like she's seen talking to one of the other girls saying, wow, I've been getting these visions lately. No, it starts in this moment. And from the rest of the movie, she just knows everything about him. It's really, really badly written. The fact that Justin Long was willing to come back, and that he did come back for these quick, brief moments, was fine. But imagine if you didn't show him dead in the first movie. Imagine if you had him actually show up here as a character, as a survivor, as somebody who got away from the creeper. You could still have the moment where he gets taken and flown away, but you find out in this movie Justin Long escaped, and he's here, and he's the one who warns the kids. He's the one who somehow found this stuff out. No, because we're going to go with the really lazily written script, the lazily approached. I'm not saying that there wasn't some cool stuff here, some creepy stuff here. Yeah, there were scenes of the creeper flying around with his wings and CGI. I think that was overused. They did that way too much. They relied too much on him just coming down and grabbing people and flying away. That's just all they were kind of doing. But I did like the moments of stunt work, of actual practical stuff. Especially the end of the movie, where all shit hits the fan, where he's going after the kids, and then the Ray Weiss character shows up, and he's attacking him, and there's explosions, and the creeper's getting his limbs cut off, wings cut off, and he's barely flopping around trying to get away. We're gonna get this fucker. Finally, we're gonna put an end to this creepy, disgusting fuck. But I think that there was a lot of missed opportunities with this story, with the script, what you could have done. You could have made it these high school kids as well, and you could have done something more interesting with them. I just think that it's so half-assed. And it's so lazy. It's so lazily put together. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of Jeepers Creepers 2. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Please won't you save my desire?